Sarah, you have been on a fascinating journey technology wise, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about your technology journey and kind of where AI fits in that?
Yeah, of course. So, like many of you, I'm sure we were on spreadsheets at one point in time. And that's an insane part, trying to consolidate data from different markets, trying to report out to the board or investors or other stakeholders, making sure that data is valid. And we made the switch and brought in Cority and rolled out Cority across all of our operations. And that's been a game changer for us, right? Because it really allowed us to standardize a process, build data governance, which is so critical for us, create a common sense of terminology across all of our markets. And so we really worked on that foundational piece for a number of years, actually, to really get that laid down, that groundwork. And we have great user adoption. I'm so pleased with that. And it's really been, I think, a two-way dialogue, right? So we're continually evolving on our system and learning from the end user and then taking their input to make changes to processes and try and make things easier. And so now I guess that's where it takes us to 2 of how we're getting and using AI and rolling that AI out into our markets with Cority. And the benefits that we anticipate we will see from that are huge, huge.
Before we get to AI, I know you
Mm,
you all have done a great job of making sure that the people use the tools, value the tools. That's trust, right? I love your comment that
yeah.
trust moves at to the space of social media. It's constantly changing. What have you learned around the way before we even think about AI? What have you learned through that journey that has enabled you to build trust in the existing tools you have, the existing digital infrastructure?
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes back to really listening to your end user. So when we originally designed Cordy and how we would use that and then rolled it out to our market, we had one vision in our mind of what we thought that would look like, right? We designed and we worked day and night and we thought, we nailed it. This is perfect. And we rolled it out and the end user was like, whoa, this isn't going to work for us. This doesn't work in our field environment, right? Well, so for us as an organization, I think it starts back to one of our strategic values is time. We value time and people's time and being able to create more time and space for people in their day to day. And that's where AI is really becoming a competitive advantage for us, right? We see AI as a tool. So a tool that can enhance our work for us. It's not to replace, it's really for us to use to be able to elevate the things that we do every day or make us better at the things that we're doing. And so the for AI, like in health and safety, there's three Cordy AI agents that we're implementing. And how we chose those three was actually we heard from our end user. So our end user told us, hey, we want this capability. We want that capability. Why can't we do this? And that really helped guide us. And then through that change management process, right, that it becomes we're giving this is creating more time. This is a tool in your day to help free up time. And also it elevates the person, right? So it's elevating them from, let's say the normal task was like a data entry or filling out a form, right? That they would have had to do in their day. That takes a lot of time. Well, we find that their time would be much more valuable if they could just review that form and validate the data or the information in it and then click and move forward. Right. I think we all agree that we would much rather spend our time in our days doing that, right, than trying to like, I don't know, punch out a form and fill out all these fields and stuff. So yeah, that's how we're seeing it.
It's a great story, Sarah. So, as far as internally justifying a project to move forward, this obviously takes time and resources and money to make happen. Did you have to do an internal business case, or was there any kind of justification pre-project that helped you move forward?
Yeah, so we definitely had to do a business case, right? We had to put together, the value proposition, the why behind it, why we were doing this, the metrics. So we are huge on metrics, right? So we have to be able to, how are we going to measure success or how are we going to measure what we've learned from going through this process? So it's not failure, it's learning, right? So this is going to be a valuable exercise for us. And so for us, because I go back to that time piece as a strategic advantage. Our metric for success is time. So in the business case, we're proposing that we believe we can save our end user about 872 hours across our organization in time. So, I mean,
So does that do more proactive EHS activities, or is that the end goal, or like saving that time? What's the result of saving? Just
yeah,
to correct.
100% great. Yeah, great question, Carrie. So when we save time, right, we want the end user not behind a computer, not behind a desk, not filling out a form, right? Their value as EHS professionals is in the field, right? Coaching, spending time with people. Yes, what they see in the data that they've got is extremely valuable to us, but we want to give them back more time. So they're spending less time behind that screen and out in the field